Very good evening. Welcome to State of Business on our television. I'm Ashin Sani Veerasinghe. Let's have a look at the headlines for today. The agreement to upgrade the 133 kilometers long Maho-o-Manthe stretch on the Northern Railway line was signed. Sri Lanka Tea Board announces that the national tea production in the country during June this year increased by 16.89. News in detail. The contract agreement on the project to upgrade the 133-kilometer long Maho-o-Manthe stretch on the Northern Railway line, which is 115 years old, kicked off yesterday in Colombo. As per the statement of the Indian High Commission in Colombo, the agreement of $91.26 million was signed between India's Ircon International Limited and Government of Sri Lanka under the patronage of Transport and Civil Aviation Minister Arjuna Ranatunga.
Maho to Anuradhapura section of the Northern Railway line was commissioned in 1904 and Anuradhapura to Omanthe in 1905, and in such a long period no major modifications were done and only the required base repairs were carried out. At present, in the above section, the trains are running with speed restrictions with maximum sanctioned speed of 60 km per hour. However, on a positive note, the railway line along with formation, drainage and protection works will be upgraded by IRCON with speed potential of 100 km per hour, which will make the journey more comfortable, convenient and shorter, and a new station will also be commissioned between Madavachia and Vaunia near to A9 Kandy Jaffna Road. Maho to Anuradhapura section with a track length of 66 km will be closed from 6 months, and Anuradhapura to Vaunia section and track length of 49 km will be closed for 5 months, only to minimize and ease inconvenience to rail commuters. However, the project will be completed in a period of 36 months.
Meanwhile, speaking at the signing ceremony of the agreement on the project to upgrade the Maho-o-Manthe railway line, Transport and Civil Aviation Minister Arjuna Ranatunga also briefed the media about Ministry's future projects in enhancing travel and transportation in Sri Lanka. The minister also explained that the proposal to get 2,000 luxury buses has been sent to the cabinet.
I'm sure that you all have seen we implemented the Palali airport, which has been neglected for last so many years. By early September, we are looking at starting our first flights from Palali to southern India. As the transportation, the buses are concerned, our ministry has taken a massive step to get 2,000 luxury buses. EOI is to be called very soon. The paper has gone to the cabinet, and we are looking at improving the entire transport standards in this country. I think that has been the plan for this government for so long, and I have given the task in a very small time, not even a year, to try and finalize and implement some of these very important projects in this country.
Managing Director of the Melchers Group in Southeast Asia and founding investor Alexander Melchers claims that he is very confident in the business outlook of Sri Lanka. The Managing Director of the Melchers Group made this remark during an agreement signing with the Board of Investment of Sri Lanka last Wednesday.
Board of Investment Sri Lanka signed an agreement with foreign investors to build an entertainment complex in suburb of the capital Colombo targeting the tourist attractions. The Fantasy Island Private Limited will invest $4 million in the entertainment park at Water's Edge to be open in 12 months. Accordingly, Fantasy Island will become Colombo's premier family entertainment center, and the attraction park will feature a 40 meters Ferris wheel, an indoor snow experience and a big water play area including water slides. The Sri Lankan office of the Melchers Group announced over $4 million will be invested in the first phase of the project, and the Fantasy Island will create over 60 employment and career development opportunities for the community.
Sri Lanka Tea Board announces that the national tea production in the country during the month of June this year increased by 16.89% in comparison to the production in June last year. Sri Lanka Tea Board in a statement said that the production increase shows in all three elevations of high-grown, medium-grown and low-grown teas. Thus, the tea production in Sri Lanka during the month of June 2019 amounted to 27.19 million kilograms compared to 23.26 million kilograms in 2018. It shows an increase of almost 4 million kilograms against the corresponding month of 2018. Moreover, cumulative tea production for the period January to June 2019 shows an increase of 0.2% respectively against the last year. HNB Assurance plc rang the opening bell at the Colombo Stock Exchange today to celebrate the company's inclusion in the S&P SL20 index as part of 2019 mid-year index review. HNB Assurance plc operates with 59 branches island-wide and also rated by the Fitch Ratings in Grade A. Here, the Chief Executive Officer and the Managing Director of HNB Assurance plc, Deepthi Lokwarachi, speaking at the event.
So basically, I think in terms of market capitalization, we have beaten the market capitalization threshold. As of today, we have a 5.8 billion market capitalization, so that's about 11 times more than the minimum threshold. And in terms of PAT and PBT targets, in terms of profitability, actually we are well above most insurance companies in terms of PBT. We are at 1.7 billion, and in terms of PAT, we are at 2.7 billion. So basically, as a company, we are a strong outfit. We have organized and mobilized all our resources towards giving the maximum shareholder value and value creation to shareholders. So as a company, we are committed to growing our business. We have grown our business in the last 15 to 16 years that we have been in operation. And in the last 3 to 4 years also, we have grown very rapidly and very tremendously.
Stay tuned for more news after this short break. Welcome back after the break. An agreement was signed between Sri Lanka and Japan for a human resource development project last Wednesday, and Japanese government will provide a grant of 420 million rupees for the project via the Japan International Cooperation Agency in Sri Lanka.
The Project for Human Resource Development, or JDS, is being implemented in 16 target countries by JICA and principally aims to support self-help efforts of respective countries involving capacity development of young government officials. Since initiation in 1999, around 4,300 participants from worldwide were accepted under JDS for postgraduate studies in top Japanese universities. Its special features includes academic exchanges such as immersion and exposure to various technical fields, while participants will also be able to understand Japanese society for strengthening bilateral relations between Japan and Sri Lanka. Signing of the present grant agreement will enable 17 fellows to undergo master's and doctoral studies in Japan. Following exchange of notes between Ambassador Akira Sugiyama and Secretary to the Ministry of Finance, Dr. R. Samaratunga, a grant agreement was signed between Dr. Samaratunga and Chief Representative of JICA Sri Lanka office Fusato Tanaka.
Sri Lanka Army Commando Regiment announces that all set for the 4th edition of the Uva Kudaoya Supercross 2019, and it will be held at the Supercross track at Uva Kudaoya Training Complex on the 4th of next month. The Chief of Staff and Centre Commandant of Commando Regiment, Major General Shavindra Silva, briefing the media at the Commando Regiment headquarters in Ganemula yesterday, said that all proceeds of the meet will be utilized to serve the families of soldiers who lost their lives during the war, and also for others who are disabled and suffering from many disabilities sustained during the battle. President of the Association Sri Lankan Riders and Drivers, Kamil Hussain, also addressed the media.
Especially at this time of the year. If you look at the racing calendar, this year it got postponed due to various reasons. And after those incidents, Commando Supercross will be the first race that will be held after that unfortunate incident. So, racing drivers and riders are eagerly waiting because they have missed the thrills and the feels that they have been having engaging in racing track and driving a motocross.
Commandos are known to any individual, not only in Sri Lanka Army. Commandos are commandos in any army. The best fighting outfit of any organization, any army in the world. For the third time, the Commando Supercross will be held on the 3rd and 4th, to be specific on the 4th at Supercross track at Kudave.
The Department of Meteorology says that the highest rainfall in the country was reported from Nuwara Eliya yesterday, and it was 251.5 millimeters. Meanwhile, Disaster Management Centre announced that almost all the divisional secretariat areas except Balangoda in the Ratnapura district were affected by the prevailing adverse weather, along with Ambagamuwa and Nuwara Eliya divisional secretariat areas in the Nuwara Eliya district. Here, the duty officer Sachita Jayasekara at the Meteorology Department giving a forecast on tomorrow's weather.
Prevailing windy condition over the country and surrounding sea areas and showery condition in the central and sub-Raguma provinces are likely to continue. Very strong gusty winds up to 70 to 80 km per hour are likely over the island, particularly in western, southern, central, sub-Raguma, northwestern and north central provinces, and also in Trincomalee district. Strong gusty winds up to 50 to 60 km per hour can be expected elsewhere. Showers or thundershowers will occur at times in Sabaragamuwa, central, western, southern and northwestern provinces. Heavy falls about 100 millimeters are likely at some places in central and Sabaragamuwa provinces, and fairly heavy falls about 50 millimeters can be expected at some places in Kaluthara, Kola and Matara district. Showers or thundershowers may occur at several places elsewhere.
Now, we will be bringing an analysis of the stocks for the week gone by with a stock forecast for the coming week.
Stock market continued the positive sentiment throughout the week at an accelerated pace. Turnover was moderate except on 15 July, where the market recorded an internal transfer in the LOLC group, boosting turnover to a 16-month high of Rs 9.3 billion. LOLC Group subsidiary LOFC shares were transferred from the holding company LOLC Holdings to the 100% owned LOLC Private Limited Singapore. With the transaction, the day recorded a net foreign inflow of Rs 8.7 billion, which constitutes a 7-year high. Thereby, the year-to-date net foreign flow converted to a net foreign inflow for the first time during the year. Except on Monday, the net foreign inflow was negative during the week. The boost was mainly driven by retail participation, its strong buying interest in blue chip and big cap counters. We expect the market to remain positive during the upcoming week. However, strong gains are unlikely with profit taking in selected counters. Turnover levels are also likely to be moderate like last week. We also believe the retail activity may dominate the market. With profit taking on the cards, turnover is unlikely to improve and may remain at moderate levels.
Stay tuned for stock updates after this short break. Welcome back after the break. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a positive note today. The All Share Price Index gained 19.45 points to close at 5,715.14, and the S&P SL20 gained 21.89 points to close at 2,762.04. The turnover was 712 million rupees and over 75 million shares were traded. Up next are Forex rates. That's all the news for today. Join us tomorrow on the Biz Roundup. Until then, take care. Good night.